All right, I hope it's time to get started. Good evening, good afternoon, good morning, wherever you are joining us from. It doesn't matter your location. What matters, your ability and power to decide to be on our call today. My name is Julius, and I'll be your host for today. And today we are going to basically look at robotic settings so that we can be able to provide a better understanding, but also most importantly, to help you on how best you can make an informed decision. That's what I want to talk about today. Okay, so I will be a little bit slow, especially for the new people, because if you understand these settings, you can also be able to set up your robot perfectly. If you have enough capital, I'll also talk about the circle trading strategy. And you don't want to get this headache that I teach, you can also copy a circle trade and use it to trade. I don't advise anyone who has little capital to go in for the circle traders because they will disappoint you if you don't have enough capital, right? Okay, so let's get into the game. I personally feel, okay, enough capital, over $5,000. If someone doesn't have over $5,000 or $10,000 and above, I would not advise you because generally you'll be trading. My voice is low. Sure. Can someone be able to hear me? Am I loud and clear? Am I loud and clear? Am I loud and clear? Can I know in the chat? Okay. I just wanted to confirm if I'm loud and clear. Thank you. Okay. All right, so since I'm loud and clear, now let me get into the sharing. I want to talk about robotic settings. I want to help each one to understand these settings, because if you do, you can basically make personal decisions about what you want in the market. So let me talk about robotic settings. Okay. Let me create. All right. I will not go into icons because tomorrow, Leader Doris Angel, she'll be here. She's one of our best leaders all over the world. She's part of the few people that that I personally work with. Wow, I think Link is doing well, and we hope for the best. Okay, these other trades, you know, when people are having some floating loss, they basically fear. Before starting the challenge, I have had floating loss for some time. And let me try to share with you. I have this here. And before I go to the settings, I personally don't have any problem let me speak. Let me come back on camera. I personally don't have any problem with that floating loss. I have no issues because at the right time, the market will come back. So when you get some floating loss, please don't start typing, "I'm dying." No, please don't. The market will always return. Okay. You can either find other capital, trade new coins, or be patient. Any of the two is okay. Right. Now let me go to the settings. All right. Okay. So I'll use this one that is positive. I don't use the negative one. Someone is saying, you want positive energy. I hate negative energy. Okay. I'll explain. What is position amount? Position amount is the total amount of money you have invested in that coin. What is position quantity? Position quantity is the amount of coins you have. This coin seems to be going down. Just wait. Because I entered that coin late. I was here teaching. Just wait. Let me first look at it. One of the challenges that I've faced in this business is that I think about others first before I think about myself. Really, it has worked for me okay. I don't complain, but sometimes it hit. It hits me on the head. This is a good trade. I don't need to move out. Okay. Good. Wow, we are just swarming. Wow. It's basically a safe trade. I'm not saying you enter now. Pressing my stochastic. Okay. All right, let me share my screen again. Okay, so it's a little bit retracing, but I will not sell. Okay, so we have a position quantity. That is the amount or number of coins you have. Then we have average price. When your robot buys, it creates what you call an average price. An average price. Just a minute, guys. All right, sorry for that, but let's continue. So we have this one, the average price. The average price, whenever your robot buys, it creates an average price. All right. Now we have the current price. Usually when you send signals, it is important for you to look at the current price. So the difference between the average price and the current price is the return rate. The difference between the average price and the current price is the return rate. Then we have this area where you see it's written one shot here and cycle here. It means this coin is on a continuous process. What does a cycle mean? A cycle means the robot buys and sells, buys and sells, buys and sells, buys and sells. So it is a continuous process. While when we put it in one shot, this means that the robot buys. When the market prices at our take profit, the robot sells, and we get out of that trade. Yeah, whoever entered this coin at the right time when the signal was sent, you are out. My entry was late, but whoever entered at the right time, you are out. Okay. All right, let's go into that. We have an area called open margin call. If the margin calls are not open, it will appear like this. When you tap on open, it means the margin call. Now it will change from open to stop. We have an area called sell. This is where you can sell a coin if you are interested. For example, if I'm interested in this coin, I'll tap. Let me first change it to whole warehouse mode. Okay, if it is here, you just tap here. Then you tap on market price 100%. Then you tap confirm, then it will sell. And immediately use that button, definitely the robot will sell it. And as you sell it, the robot will show you how much profit you'll be making at the moment. We have the buy button. Okay, like I'm gonna show you how to use the sell button. We also have a buy button. So you can tap on market price and then put the amount of money you want to buy. Maybe you want to put in some $200. Then you'll be able to increase. You'll be able to increase the amount of profit. I would definitely advise anyone never to tap on the buy button when your coin is in floating profit. For example, this coin is at positive 0.8 and you feel like you want to add in more money. Please don't, because when I tap on buy, market price, and let me say I put here $500, you see, my average price, instead of it coming down, my average price will increase. My average price will increase. And when it increases, it will be moving far from the current price. Are you following? If you are following, type for me one in the chat. Don't feel like you are missing out and you go to your robot, you see the coin is doing well, and you want to, we call it manual replenishment. You want to put in more money. Never put in money when the coin is in blue or is in green. Someone is saying you are not good at colors. My friend, this English came by ship. Me, I'm not an Englishman. I just try to speak what you can hear. So I'm not an English person that I was born speaking English. Even me, I'm good in my local language. If you tell me to speak my local language, I will go better. But this language that came by ship is not mine. So I also try to speak what I can. Okay, so let's go again. Let's go again. We are trying to understand the settings of the robot. How can you set better? So if I put in more money, what will happen? It will create a new average price. This coin is, you see? So please never post. So what you see as a percentage here is the difference between this and this. Okay. Okay, let me focus again. on the sell and the buy buttons. For example, I can come here and tap on the sell button. Then I say, I want this coin to sell at $8.050. Then I say 100%. You see, the robot will show me my estimated profit. If I come here and I say, I want my robot to sell when this coin is at $9. So it is at 8. I want it to move from 8, it goes to $9. 100%. You see, I'll make $16 in profit. If I say that I want this coin to sell, let me say at a price of 8.1, you see, it will show me my profit. If I say I want it to sell at 8.5, you see, it will show me my profit. So I can still get back to this trade if I know how to trade. And I say, now this coin, like I saw, it is now going down. Yeah, whoever entered at the right time, they should be out now, because this coin was given. Me, I know why mine is not selling. Was given at 7 points. The preset was 7.991. Which is around there. Let me show you. Whoever entered at the right time, you were out 7.991. Around there. And okay. Like those plus margin calls. If someone didn't have margin calls, they're not out, but those plus margin calls are out. Those with margin calls are out with their 3%, because I see it is trying to retrace in the 1 hour time frame. Because in the 1 hour, I see it is now coming down. Although there is still potential for it going up, but I see it is going down. So you can even set a price where you want your robot to sell at. You can even sell off portion. You can even sell off 50%. You can even sell off 75. You can even sell off 100%. So if you feel like your coin is in a good profit and you feel like you want to sell, you just come here, tap on the coin, confirm. Market price, then you confirm. And definitely, the robot will automatically sell that trade. This coin has still potential of going up. These are just consequences of teaching. Now, there is a problem that I want also to define. That's why I decided to do a manual sell, because I've seen so many people complain about it. Sometimes when you are selling, make sure you sell this coin at a reasonable profit. Okay, let me come back on camera. Okay, let me come back on camera. Where is my camera? My face is here. Why do I say reasonable profit? For example, if your profit is 0.02 and you sell, remember you are dealing with a volatile market. You might press sell here, yet the coin is dipping already. I don't know if I'm trying to make some sense. You hope that your coin is in trade, then your coin is not in profit. Then you start complaining, I sold when it is 0.002, and my leader, you see, I've made a loss. I was teaching someone, I think at night, where I sold this coin. No, it was very tough on me, but me, I sometimes go losses. I did it twice. I showed him the first one, I made a loss. I told him, you see, now this is a loss. of 3%. Because sometimes when we give signals, you may feel like this signal will not work out. It has dipped. This coin went as low as -6. So someone came onto the call and was very tough. And I said, okay, don't worry. Let me show you. Okay, I lost. I bought again. Then he told me again, sir. So I lost again. Close to $4, which is okay. I will find a better way of replacing this. But you still, even when I entered at a higher price, this coin has been able to rise again in profit. So when you are using the manual sell strategy to sell personally your trade, please make sure you do not sell trades at a loss. Next, there are people who remove money from a coin in Binance, then they keep pausing it in Royalq. Okay, you feel like the coin is over delaying. You feel like the robot is over delaying or the coin is over delaying. You go remove the money from Binance, then you keep the trade active in Royalq. Then when you sell, you get abnormal operation. Please, when a coin is trading, don't withdraw money from that trade. I hope I've been able to answer that question. Let's continue with the settings. No, this one is affecting my results. I hope you see the coin is still going up. This was the entry, and that is the current price. There's a very huge difference. I'll find another trade. I will not make an entry now. I know it will deliver, but I'll compensate somewhere else. Let's go into other strategies. Okay, we are done with the sell button. We're also done with the buy button. Let me use another trade. Let me use this one, LTC. It's at floating loss, which is okay. Okay, so we are done with understanding this. Now let me go to strategy mode. The robot has 3 strategies. It has the whole warehouse mode. What is the whole warehouse mode? The whole warehouse mode is a strategy that whatever the robot has bought, it sells at once. Whatever the robot has bought, it sells at once. So whatever the robot has bought, it sells everything at once. That is the whole warehouse mode. Okay, we have the sub-bin mode. The sub-bin mode means that from margin call number 5 to margin call 999, whenever the robot buys, let me say it buys margin call number 5, the market rises, let me say by 1.3%, it sells. It will not return the profit. It will only return the capital. It will not charge you fuel fee. It will use the profit to move the average price closer to the current price. Next is the sub-bin mode real-time settlement. Still from margin call number 5 to margin call 999. Let me say the robot buys margin call number 5. The market rises, let me say by 1.3% as you take profit. The robot will sell margin call number 5, return the capital plus the profit and charge you fuel fee. Those are the strategy modes. Point to note, when the robot has bought 5 margin calls and above, you can never change the strategy mode. That's why I say you can start with 4 margin calls in the whole warehouse mode. If it buys 4 margin calls and it's done, and you feel like you want to add in more margin calls, you just come and change the strategy mode, either to the sub-bin mode or the sub-bin mode real-time settlement. Any of the 2 is okay. One, here you want your robot to sell and immediately return your profit and your capital. Here you want the robot to sell and use your profit to move the average price closer to the current price. Any question about about these 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5? Any questions about those 5? We are done with these ones. We are done with these ones. Any questions before I come down here, then dissect into? Any questions for those so far? Can you also set the buy just as you set the sell? Yes. Okay. Can you set the buy? Yes. Okay, so I can come here, tap on buy. Instead of me putting market price, I can put here price. Let me say this coin, if it touches 93, $93. Let the robot buy. How much money? Let it put in $500. Like, for example, I want to bring my floating loss, and I suspect that this coin still has power of going down. I can say buy at 80, put in $500. So the robot will be able to do that for me, and it will buy. Okay, so I can put here a price, but the sell button works better. I haven't used the buying price, but I hope it can work that side. Okay, so I'm done. Let me go to the first preset price. This is where the buying price will work better than this. This may not work perfectly well. There is a certain price you want your robot to buy. It must be lower than the current price. For example, if the current price is 94.09 or 10, it doesn't matter. I can come here and I say, before the trade, so when I pause it up, then I say my robot should buy, let me say at 93. Then I start the trade. It means that this robot will not buy, unless the market starts at this price. That's what we call a preset price. It must be lower than the current price, all right, so that the robot can be able to buy. If it is higher than the current price, the robot will just buy at current price. Are we okay with understanding the first preset price? Are we okay? Are we okay? Are we okay? Are we okay? When we send signals, we give signals that have a word preset price. This is what we mean. Now, the reason why I paused this coin is that I cannot put it in when the coin is not paused. Okay, so because when you are starting a trade, your trade doesn't have this. So I enter here preset price. Let me say the preset price is $92 for this coin. I put it in. This is what we mean. This is what we call the first buy preset price. I go to a coin, for example, I want to trade BTC. Maybe I want to trade BTC, but I want to enter it at a certain price, lower than the current price. What do? I just tap on create, go into my trade, which is BTC, and then I set a preset price. If this preset price, like you see this one, is higher than the current price, the robot will just buy at this price. Because you want your robot to start at this price, yet the price is here. So this means this one is cheaper than this one. So that's what we mean. The preset price, the buying preset price must be lower than the current price. If it is higher than the current price, the robot will buy at that current price. Are we okay with the current price, with the first buy in? Are we okay? Are we okay now? Let me confirm in the chat, please. Let me confirm in the chat. Can you set a preset for a running trade? No, you can't set a preset for a running trade. You can't set a preset for running trade. Okay, I hope I continue because I think I have, I hope I've explained. I noticed a trade that was lower than the preset price and did not pick it immediately. Yes, that is the importance of a preset price. Let me repeat, what is a preset price? It is a price lower than the current price. If I put here this trade, this price is higher than this one. What will the robot do? The robot will buy this at the current price. If you want to use the preset price well, then it must be lower than the current price. Let me say I put $20,000. When I confirm and tap start, create bot, this trade will be here without any purchase. You see, it will be like this, waiting for the market to come down and touch that price. That's how it will look like. Are we okay now? My robot failed to buy when the preset price was reached. What could be the problem? If your robot fails to buy when the preset price is reached, check the following one. Do you have fuel fee? If you don't have, it will not buy. 2, is your money in the spot wallet? If it is not there, it will not buy. You know, when people buy USDT sometimes, they forget to transfer their money in the spot wallet. When you don't transfer your money in the spot wallet, even if you tap start the whole day, the robot will not start because the robot only does spot trading. Make sure your money is in the spot wallet. 2, you have put in too much than you have. There's someone who was on my neck for over a week. And this person told me, you have refused to come on Zoom. By then, I think I had a serious case I was dealing with in the hospital. And this person called me very tough, very, very tough. You are not coming on Zoom. I've called you directly. You young man, I'll deal with you. Then I was like, how do you want to deal with me? I'm not the problem. You know, some people think that I own Royalq. I'm just a user like you, just that I feel it could be okay for me to share with you what I know. So when he called me, I said, okay, sir, give me 1 hour. I have a patient I'm dealing with. I'll get back to you. So at night, I went to this guy and I said, okay, sir, I'm here. I'm sorry for the delay, but I'm here. So we went on Zoom. Okay, let me look at your Binance account. To check the Binance account, the money is in the funding wallet. We transferred, we tapped start. Then his coin was able to buy. So you need to make sure your money is in the spot wallet. Is in the spot. If your money is not in the spot, your robot may not be able to buy. The other factor is when you are doing the API binding. When you are doing the API binding and you don't copy the IP group binding from Royalq, and paste it in Binance and tick spot and margin trading. Even if you tap start million times, the robot will not start because you have not given it permission to use your spot wallet. Okay. The rest, I think I'll answer them. Okay. Preset 0.791 preset. But at the start, the price was 0.788. Yes, the robot will not buy. It will wait for the price to come down to 0.791. That is what we call a preset price. A price lower than the current price. A price lower than the current price. I also need to make people understand that you are dealing with a volatile market. We are not buying oranges here, that when you go to the market, you know that the orange is maybe $500 or a cow, you lose dollar. Okay, $10. You know, I'm going to the market, but the normal price of the orange is $10. Okay, the price of the market is volatile. Okay, you can go today when it was 10, then the next morning it gets to $20. So the volatility of the market. So I believe it could help someone else understand. Let me go back to add fuel fee, money in my spot wallet, had enough capital to trade, but my robot failed to buy margin calls, even one. This one I'll answer. Now, there is a challenge also. I think I'm going to go to margin calls and I answer that question. When people are trading with Royalq, they get annoyed when the market is going down and their robot is not buying. Maybe you are trading a certain coin, you see a coin is dipping and the robot is not buying, you feel like putting in the money by yourself. I think I'm going to explain that this robot doesn't buy when the market is going down. It waits for the market to go up a little bit for it to buy. So don't get annoyed that your robot is not buying yet the market is going down, right? I think I'm going to explain that when I reach that side. Now we are still... Now, the other issue I'm handling. You see, you have been trading a certain coin. You have been trading a certain coin. Now you pause it. Okay, when you pause it, you come back. You see, I pause delete coin. You look for the coin. You come here on home. Where is my money? I'm not seeing my coins. Yet you came here and tapped on pause. It's you paused the coin. Then you are everywhere. My leaders, I don't see my money. I don't see my coin. You are everywhere on all the platforms, very annoyed. Please, it's you who paused the trade. Go back. Go back. Search for the coin. Let me say it is LTC. Tap on it and tap start again. Your coin will appear. Maybe I was trading this coin called Acro. I need to just come back, look for Acro, like create, like I'm trading it again, next Acro, then I start it over again. Now let me get back to here. Every settings you provide to your robot, let me try to open margin calls here. Every settings you provide to the robot will notify you when it is going to buy. So we have what we call the callback price. We have what we call the take profit price. Now you see, this robot gives you the status. The buy-in price is triggered, waiting the callback. It means that the margin call that is supposed to be bought, the drop has been achieved. The robot is waiting for the market to go up to this price, 0.00532. Check up here. People ask, you see? Now, The robot is supposed to buy when the market hits at this price. Check the current price. The robot is waiting for the market to rise above the current price up to this price. That's when it will buy the next call, but the market is still going down. The robot will never buy when the market is going down. It will always show you what it is planning to do next in this area. When it is planning to buy, when it is planning to take profit. Even when it's planning to take profit, it will give you status. It will tell you the take profit triggered, waiting for the callback. Now, people who have asked me, why does my robot buy? I hope this area has answered your question. Are we together? Has that area answered your question? Check your robot. It will always give you the status. It will give you when it is planning to buy. It will give you when it is planning to sell. Are we together? Give me a 1 if you're okay. Give me a 1 if you're okay. What happens when your capital, when you pause your trade? Nothing happens. Nothing happens. Okay. Let me know. Give me a 1 in the chat if you're understanding. So you should stop complaining on the group. Check yourself. What is the status of your robot? What is your robot saying that it is planning to do next? Okay. You are saying your robot is not buying the margin call. What is it saying on the status? Because if you can be able to interpret, like for example, I've opened these margin calls. Now you see, because I've removed this one, I don't want my money to get into this coin. The market was able to rise to that price. And once it was able to rise to that price, let me show you. The margin calls have been closed. What will the robot do? It will give you a message. What will be the message? Acro has stopped margin call due to insufficient balance in the exchange. Please deposit and tap on open margin call. It means that, ladies and gentlemen, it means that the market tried to go up by that price. Let me open again. So when I open again, you see, it is waiting. Now, if the market has not dropped by that percentage, it will put a dash. And what will be the status? It will be waiting for trigger. Waiting for trigger. Which trigger? The drop to trigger. And once the drop triggers, it will give you the margin call when it's going to buy. So the market, it is waiting. And once it drops to that percentage, the robot will put here a status that waiting for call. Have I answered? Have I tried to answer the question? Have I tried to answer the question? I want to go to how we go into this other stuff. Are we okay? There is no advantage of pausing. Joshua, what is your question? You are typing so much. No. What is your question? You ask your question. I don't understand. There is no advantage in pausing a trade. Me, I don't see an advantage in pausing a trade. Maybe the advantage in pausing a trade is that, for example, I'm trading Acro. I don't want my Acro to sell. Okay? I don't want my Acro to sell. What do? I pause it. I could have set 2% and Acro does 100%. Hey, if I don't want my Acro to sell, what will I do? I'll just come here. I pause that. That could be the advantage of pausing a trade, nothing more. I pause this trade. When I pause, the trade will disappear, but the money will stay in. I hope you see again it wanted to buy. There is no funds. I've transferred them. Okay, so my trade will disappear from here. But you must know that you have that trade. I can pause a trade. And when you pause it, it will disappear from your screen. You will no longer see it again. That could be the advantage of pausing. Mia, I don't want to pause. Allow me look for my accrual. Why pause my trade? So I need to start it over again. Another question here. Can you increase? I'm not yet in margin calls. ASIC where I am. Don't take me to the future. ASIC where I am. Don't ask me where I haven't gone. I'll get there. I think in the next minutes, I'm going to go there. No more questions. Please make sure you don't take me to the past. I want to remind you, this is not a classroom for degree or diploma or certificate, that after here, we are going to reward you for being a best student. This is a money-making class that when you understand, you take better decisions and make more money. So stop pretending that things are okay, yet you are suffering. You'll be dying alone. This is a personal robot on your screen. I will not come into your screen. So if you don't ask it, you die alone. Hey, you suffer alone. It's a personal business. And it's also not a network marketing program. You see, when I was doing a network marketing program of products, I used to find out if my downlines have eaten food, have they woken up in the morning, have they had lunch, supper, how are their children, will they be able to go to town today, do they have transport? Because when they sell a product, I earn, but here it is a robot. I sometimes chat the people I work with. Oh, how are you? What? But this is a robot. That is just personal relationship. This is a robot. So if you don't know how to give it proper instructions, you die hunger alone. I am not there. That's why I say, please ask if you have not understood. You might say, Julius, we'll repeat. You will die alone. Me, I'm done. Let me go to the next topic if no questions. Asking, if I pause a coin, will it stop? And the position amount come back to your wallet? No. No. It will not stop. What will happen is it is on pause. There is no buying. There is no selling. There is no buying. There is no selling. It is just there. It is stagnant. It is on a pause. Okay, this one I've answered. Is this will be on YouTube? It is there. If I pause, this one I've answered. If I pause, no. Now, this is what people do. They pause coins in their Royalq. They remove money from the coin in Binance. Now they say the coin is on pause. The coin is on pause. Now, as they pass by, they find it that it is in good profit. $50. Someone yesterday went in his Binance in Royalq, found a coin. I'm forgetting its name. It was at a profit of $250. He said, Julius, you what, sir? Hey, this crypto will make me happy. I'm saying, what is happening? My coin is back. My coin is back. I had only put in $50. You see, it has $200 in profit. I said, I know what's happening. Okay, let's go on Zoom. It was on a pause. I don't remember if I said so. I asked him, the money is there in Binance? He said, yes, I never touched it. We sold. Immediately we sold. Royalq, we started the trade. I told him, tap on sell. We tapped on sell. Immediately we tapped on sell. Royalq went to fuel fee. Kata 20% of $200. 20% of $200. This guy paid $20 as fuel fee. Then we went, then he said, but I'm not seeing my money. I'm not seeing my money. I'm not seeing my money in my Binance. I told him, okay, cool down. Did you remove money from this coin? Yes, yes. Then I told him, now where did you expect the profit to come from? So when you pass those coins and you remove money from your exchange and you pause a trade, then you come and check it is in profit. So you want to profit from where you removed the money. It is impossible. This is not gambling. Okay? It is impossible. This is not gambling. Do not pause trades and remove money. If you want to use that formula, you must be smart enough. I personally don't teach it. Hey, he was charged $40. Hey, he wanted to rob. He was trying to rob Peter and Pepper. Exactly. Exactly. So if you pause a trade in floating loss, when you restart, it will continue from where it has stopped. No. If the market went up, basically, you will be in profit. Yeah, if the market went up, you will be in profit. You'll be in profit. Okay, let's go to margin calls. Let's go to margin calls, a very important area. I also take you to people who are not interested in learning this. What are you supposed to do? Okay, now let's go to trade settings, this area. How do we set up our trades? Okay. All right, okay. We have an area we call first buying amount. What is first buying amount? First buying amount is that amount of money you want your robot to start with in the market. For example, if I have $1,000 and I go in the market and I put $1,000 here as my first buying amount, maybe I want 5% of $1,000. It means that I want my robot to enter at the current price of $1,000. I want the robot to enter at the current price of $1,000 with $1,000 of this coin. So for example, let me use this coin. Let us look at the current price of this coin. If the current price of this coin is 0.532, that is the current price, and I enter with $1,000, it will be my average price. So if the market goes lower than this, ladies and gentlemen, I will be in floating loss. Floating loss means unrealized loss. So the difference between that average price and the current price will be the return rate in negative. Okay, so it is important that you start small. Okay, so I will start with the first buying amount. The lowest is $15. There could be manipulation where you feel like you want to maybe put 20, 30, whatsoever, but the minimum is 15. Please don't put 10, don't put 12. Why? Because if the market doesn't go lower and it doesn't buy more margin calls, what will happen is that in your Binance account, right? In your Binance account, the robot might buy less quantity, less number of coins, yet that amount cannot be sold in your Binance, so you will be able to suffer. Okay, open double position. Open double position means that you want the robot to double everything it buys, right? You want your robot to double everything it buys. Instead of it going in with $15, you want it to double ×2. So whenever it is buying, instead of it buying once, it will always buy twice. Margin call limit. These are the number of times you want your robot to buy. Margin call limit. Those are the number of times you want your robot to buy. Whole position take profit. What does this mean? This means that if the market moves from here and rises by 5%, 5.01%, if it tries to go down by 0.01, my robot will sell, which means I will take 5% as my take profit. This is what this one means. So any question about these four? Any question about these four? Before I go to margin calls, any questions about those four? Any questions? How do I remove the funds? How do I remove the funds? I'm stuck with one coin at a floating loss, holding a lot of my float. What do you want to do? You want to sell at a loss? I don't understand. Okay, now, for example, trading should be emotional free. That's why I tell people that you can follow the signals given in the group when you enter the right time. For example, this coin has $1,832. Me as Julius, trading is how you feel. Me as Julius, I have no problem with this. Me, I have no problem with my $1,800 there. Me, I have no problem because I know the market will return. I have no feelings. I have I'm going to margin calls. I will answer your questions there. Ask me about take profit. You ask me about take profit. Ask me about ask me about what I've so far told. I've not got clearly on the whole position take profit. Let me see. You'll understand this, my leader. How do I remove? How do you remove your 1,008? Yeah, the only way you can remove is by selling. When you sell, you incur the current loss. Hey, that is the way if you want to remove your money. The robot never sells at loss. So if you want to sell, you tap on the sell button. I already told you, you sell and lose. But there is a challenge. Let me share this challenge according to my experience using the robot. Sometimes you may feel like other people are making money, you are not making money. And maybe they are trading a pumping coin. For example, let's go to Royalq. Let me show you something funny that you might do. And sometimes you might think you are smart. Okay, sometimes you might succeed, but most chances you will lose out. For example, I'm trading that coin. Then I come look at these coins. There is MDX. There is MDX, there is Q Fuel, there is Acro, there is YFI, there is RSR. there is Beck, there is Wi-Fi. You feel like you are missing out, people are making money. What do? You want to come and enter MDX as a trade. You want to enter MDX. Maybe you entered MDX from here. Immediately you got in, it went down. You enter another floating loss. Am I making some sense? Maybe your coin is down and you feel like it is taking long to deliver. One of the reasons why most people are not around, I think Leader Doris Angel would, I don't know, let me ask her. I think she's here. One of the reasons why most people are not around is that practice of selling at loss to enter another coin they think that is good. By the time they enter that coin that is pumping, they lose up. That's why it is important for you to be patient. Trading is patience. Trading is not feelings. You know, trading is not gambling. Why so many people hate trading is because they spend. I was looking at one blog post that was written by, is it cryptopanic.com yesterday. A certain millionaire wanted to get himself into crypto. He entered crypto with $12.5 million. He entered crypto in September last year. And what did he do? He got I think $6.5 million and bought Ethereum. He bought close to, I think, 3,713 Ethereum coins. During that time, Ethereum was around the emerge to move from proof of work to go to proof of stake. I'm talking about their consensus. So when Ethereum was emerging to move from proof of stake to proof of work, everywhere people are talking about Ethereum is going to crash. Ethereum is going to crash. Ethereum is going to crash. Ethereum might go high, but most chances if Ethereum crashes, we might lose. This guy sold his Ethereum at a loss of $1.7 million. Now, the emerge was done. And this guy again went again in the crypto space and bought more Ethereum around around 2nd of Feb this year. Now, yesterday, but one, he got a feeling that still Ethereum is going to go down. And he sold his Ethereum again. So there are people like who behave like that in the crypto space. Whenever the market goes down, he sells. When the market goes up, he buys. Then when the market goes down, he sells. They end up their time losing all their capital because they sell at a loss. Now, why was this guy regretting in his blog post? He said, immediately when I sold my trade, Ethereum went to $1,700, yet I had bought my Ethereum at $1,300. Can you imagine? So this guy lost close to $2.5 million from September to February. So if you are not patient with trading, I believe this could not be your game. That's why I say, don't bring your school fees in trading. Don't bring your rent in trading. Don't treat trading like a gambling. You go and borrow money and say, I'm going to become a millionaire. Please, don't do that. Trading pays highly, but trading requires patience. Using a robot to trade, if you have enough capital, is the sweetest because you can automate your trades without worrying about market direction. I know when you speak things like this, people want to go away. I can't sell. I will lose my USDT. Let me ask it. Can I pause the trade and trade other coins as I wait for the Even if you pause or you don't pause, if you don't want to trade that coin, go and find other capital. Go and find other capital, more money, if you are interested, or you can be patient. I hope I've done my best to explain. If you don't get it well, you can seek the Royalq back office. It is also available to answer questions if you feel like I'm not giving you what you expect, right? So, okay, this one I think I'm done. Let's get back here. Okay, this was now, how can you avoid floating loss? Never trade pumping coins. I think I traded Acro when it is pumping. I think the reason why I traded it is that I was on Zoom and one of my best friends, one of my best traders called me and told me, Julius, you better enter Acro now. I told him, I'm busy. I don't have time to check Acro. Said, my friend, the coin is very good. So I entered. My friend, I got stuck up there in the moon, but me, I'm okay. I usually say never trade pumping coins. Okay, let's go to this so that we don't take time. Margin call configuration. All signals of one shot has margin call. They are one shot. Margin call. The best way to get out of trades faster, if you are not trading a pumping coin that is a good signal, is basically the 24816 strategy. This is the best. It is called the DCA, the dollar cost averaging method. That whenever the market goes down by a certain drop, the robot doubles what it bought, which enables the average price to get close at the current price. The market drops, the robot helps to move the average price close at the current price. The market drops, the robot helps to move the average price close at the current price. The market moves, the robot, so it is called DCA, dollar cost averaging. It is the double up method. It keeps on doubling whatever it bought recently at every drop that you have given as a margin call drop. Have you understood that? Any question about that before I go to capital, different capital? What about the buying callback, sir? I'll answer. You have a question about that? Yeah, thank you so much, Joseph. Yeah, if you have skills, you can do better. If you have capital, you can do best. If you don't have capital, you need to have patience. If you don't have capital, then your treatment is patience. Now someone is inboxing me direct. Julius, why are you telling us to be patient? I'm also not the one who told you not to have money. So I have no problem. Someone told me you should never tell us about Royalq because it needs capital. You can still start small as long as you are patient and be winning. Hey, so you want to mean I'm not winning? I win my trades. I may not be winning so much frequently because I might be in floating loss, but I win my trades and I make my profit comfortably. So you want to mean floating loss is harder than the $10,000 I lost in 2 hours in a scam? Yeah, you see my money. I better stay here. If you ask me how I hate the guy who introduced me to that scam as if he owns the company. And if I had caught him the day the money was taken, I think I would slaughter him off. Hey, I think I would slaughter him because when I lost my $10,000, even switched off his phone. I would slaughter him if I could touch him the day I lost my $10,000. I would slaughter him. But now I'm okay. I thank him because after losing money in the scam, I declared I will never do any scam. People show me scams every day. Julius, you say I'm killing it. When I calculate how much money I lost in scams, I was speaking with my friend from South Africa yesterday, and I told him, look, bro, let us get out of the hype. How much money have you lost in scams? We calculated scams we did together. This guy has lost more money than he has made. I told him, you are like in sports betting. You are gambling. You are gambling. You know, someone might be winning matches. But when he calculates down how much he has invested, he has lost more than he has won. You lose like 10 times, you win once. It's not even back to 10% of what you have invested. Then you jubilate. Then you go back, you lose again, then you win one. Ah, that lifestyle. No, never. Okay. Okay. So this is the best strategy of trading, especially if you have. So it means that this is 2 times 15, the first buying amount, 4 times 15, 8 times 15, 16 times 15. So when we add this plus this plus this plus this, we get that. But remember, the robot went the first time before it came to buy this plus 1, which means it is 31 times the first buying amount is 15. This is $465. This is the best to help you get out of the trade faster, especially if you are not buying at the top. If you don't buy a pumping coin, $465. If you don't have this money, it doesn't mean you can't trade. You can go in for the Fibonacci, which is a 2, 3, 5, especially one short signals, 8. When we add this 8 plus 5 plus 3 plus 2 is 18 plus 1, which is 19 times 15, you get $285. You can use that to trade. If you don't have this, you can use the plus 1, which is 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So this is 9. 9 plus 5 is basically 14. So it is 14. 14 plus 1 is 15. 15 times 15, this is $225. You can use this. If you don't have this, you can still lower 1, 2, 3, 4. You can lower that one, 4. All right? So when we add 4 plus 3, that is 7. Plus 2, 9, plus 1, 10, which is 11. This is 10 plus 1, which is 11 times 15, which is $165. So if you don't have this and you have less capital, and maybe they send a signal with a drop of 3%, this is what you do. For you, don't quarrel. You just set up one margin call, start with $15. Then you say, what is the drop size? 3%. How much capital do I have? Let me say, let me say $50. What I could do, I just go to my calculator. Where are you? Here. And I say the drop is 3%. So 15 times 2 is 30. 0.3 is 34. So I have 50. So this qualifies. So I have $50. If I have $50, so it will be Okay. Mm. Okay, this is enough. Because when you add 15 to 34.95, you get 50. So I just come here and I say, I add this, I put 2.33. It means that when the market will drop by 3%, the robot will put in the rest of my money. I don't have that capital of opening more margin calls. I can put in the drop once and the drop caters for my margin call. If the market goes high from here and I make 3%, it's okay. If it drops down by 3% according to the drop given, it's still okay. Are we together with people with a little capital? I thought about that yesterday, and I think it could help you better. People with a little capital, are we okay? Someone is saying, but you are very bad. But I'm not the problem. I'm not the one who told you to only have $50. I'm trying to help you. People with not easy. Am I the one who caused poverty? I'm not the problem. But because when you start to go into dividing 0.1.020, you get headache. Me, I've tried to calculate for people with little capital, and I get to confuse when the market drops 0.01. You do a lot of mathematics. Yet one of the reasons I refuse to continue with pharmacy is the lot of mathematics that was involved in the chemical formulas. Even people ask me why I did not continue with my medical field. I was tired of those. Someone was taking me into so much mathematics. I said, but then at the end of the day, when you finish school, you look for money as if you never went to school. I'm done. Julius, we are giving you sponsorship. I'm done. You go and eat your books. Let me go and find financial markets. I'll die from there. But okay, it's just a joke, right? Just a joke. Someone should not take me serious. I love joking. I don't love to be very serious when I'm teaching. So no one should take me personally. It is a joke. I insist it's a joke. Someone should not look for me. What about $100? I think $100 you could open at least 2 margin calls. Bro, come again with $50. Okay. Must the multiples be ascending order? I don't understand. This one wants to do 2, 2, 3, 1, 4, 2. Yes, it is floating loss. That one will take you to floating loss. Let me come again. You have little money. The challenge you'll face that sometimes the market will not drop to your percentage. But the beauty is if it drops, it will benefit. If it doesn't drop, if it doesn't drop, if it doesn't drop, you will not lose. I'm going to end with, I hope I come to the end. I'm going to end with the compounding. One of the best ways you are going to be successful is to compound your money. If you have little capital, focus on compounding. Focus on compounding. I started my 300 days challenge with very little capital. Today I'm happy. I'm happy. Me, I don't win trades like others do because I don't focus so much on trading, but my capital keeps on growing. When I check on my calendar, hey, me, I'm moving. Some chase profit, me, I chase strategy. Me, by the way, me, when I'm doing business, I don't compare myself with anyone. Even if you post $1,000 in profit, I say, okay, good, my brother, I'm coming. I might be slow, but I'm coming. I'm about to cross over at $5,000 in my capital. Me, I have no problem. Me, I focus on compounding. I started little. I'm about to cross over at $5,000. My goal is $100,000. I'm slow, but I'm consistent. Some trades take longer, some take short. I'm okay. Hey, I'm consistent. Yeah, chasing my strategy slowly. But the challenge with most of you, like someone has posted MDX, the person who posted MDX for your own knowledge, this lady is trading with $15,000. What does she do in her strategy? She presses money in so many coins because she has the money. If she might have been on that coin on a floating loss for some days, she says, now let me leave that one there. Now let me pick another. She plays with her money because it's her money and she makes profit. That is her strategy. Now for you say, you see, now I've missed out on that one. Don't compare. People will not open their accounts for you. You only have $200. You want to trade like someone who has $15,000. You will get stuck. Let me see these questions. Let me come again. You have $50. You have $100. I just thought about this yesterday, and they send a signal, and they said the drop is 3%. Now, for you may not have the power to do 5%. Okay, you said me, my margin call drop is 5%. Then you come here and say 1.5. 1.5. I'm going to do 2 margin calls. That is 3%. How much do I have? If it's 100, okay. First time, it will be a 2. So if it is a 2, that means that is 30. So 30 plus 15, that is 45. So what about here if it remains a 4? A 4. 4 times 15 is 60. So 60 plus 30. This is 90. So I need around $105. So if I have $105, I can use 2, 4. Hey, I can use 2, 4. And me, I save that. If I have 105, I can start with my first call 2. Then when it drops again, 4. So it buys twice. Hey, I'm okay with that. Have I answered someone who was asking me here? Have I answered? You have little money. You have little money. You don't need it to. Yes, they send a signal, it is 3%. Go and trade your 2 margin calls. Don't go in for 4. If it buys, it's okay. If it doesn't buy, it's still okay. It will sell your first buying amount. But if you have $100, this is suicidal. If you have $100 and you go and put your $50 as your first buying amount, this is what some of you do. You think you are smart. You say, hey, I'm going to kill the money. Let the robot have 50 here. When it buys 50. Okay, when it buys here, what is the drop? 3%. So you should buy one time. This is investing. This doesn't help the average price move closer to the current price. It is just like putting money in the market. Nothing happens. But if I have $100, I have $100. Me, what I will do, I'll start with $15. Then I come here, drop in a 2, then I drop in a 4. Trust me, the first time it will move the average price closer to the current price. The second time still the same, and it will give me more chances of moving out of that trade. Type a yes if you understand. I think I need to come to the end. Okay, I'm going to just go back on the buy and callback. When does the robot buy? Are we okay? Are we okay? Yes, sir. The one with $2,000. If you have $2,000, you enjoy. You enjoy. You have good capital. Use the 24816. You can even increase your first buying amount to $30 and expose $1,000. Then you have the $1,000 as your backup funds. I think this week, but they tell us to open more margin calls. You cannot open margin calls with what you don't have. You better remain patient. It is impossible for you to open margin calls for what you don't have. Am I making some sense? I don't know. Am I making some sense? Type a yes if I'm making some sense. You cannot open margin calls for what you don't have. As simple as that. So it's better use maybe a double wrap for the 2 margin calls, then move on. The best trait any trader can have is discipline. Hey. Is discipline. One day there was a guy in my team who seemed to be profiting all the time. Then I said, okay, Steve, let's talk. I want to have a chat with you. Let's go. You seem to be making money. He told me, my leader, when we visited his account, you don't like it. Don't like it. He has over 30 coins in a lot of floating. I said, why do you trade like this? I put $15, $15, $15, $15, $15, $15. So I decided to put $15 all through. I said, are you okay? I wanted to make money fast. Sure. On finding his trading strategy, things were not okay. Let me go to the buying callback and I come to the end. I'm supposed to help someone activate his robot. So now I personally advise a 5% drop to any signal given to you. I personally advise a 5% drop to any signal. So what I will do here, I'll put 2.5. If it buys, it's okay. If it doesn't buy, it's okay. 5%. So this will help me reserve my capital. So my $100 will be there. Okay, what is buying callback? When the market drops by 2.5, so it drops by 2.5, the robot will wait for the market to rise by 0.3. That's when it will buy. So if you put a high margin call drop here, lower the buying callback, you can make it 0.01. If you have little capital. Now, these things, I cannot explain them when I'm not on Zoom. Because if I don't give someone a basement, they don't understand me. That's why sometimes I fail to answer questions in the group. especially people don't have good capital. If I've decided to use my $100 like this, I have put a high drop. Because the other guys who are having capital, their first drop is 0.5. No, 0.5. Their robots are buying faster. So I want mine to buy when the market drops by 2.5. I must have a low buy-in callback. So 0.01 is important. The market comes down by 2.5. The market rises by 0.5, 0.01, my robot buys. People with little capital have benefited so much from here. Start with the low first buying amount. Have I made some sense? How long can the robot hold the coin at floating loss? It will never sell at a loss. It will never sell at a loss. By the way, key point to check. Every coin has its good day. For the time I've been in Royalq, trust me, or I can testify that there has been days when every coin in Royalq pumps. And all the people that were in floating loss get out. Every coin has its good day. Like a few days I saw sun. Every coin. So if you are patient, yeah, you will always get out of that coin. But if you want to get out of the coin faster, 3 factors. 1, your trade settings are key, like I've described. It's very important. 2, the division and the use of your capital is important. Then 3 is the non-controllable factor, the market, which I also don't control. That's why me, after setting my coin, I go and I open my mouth to Steven, who may have bigger capital than me. Let me show you. You might be here. Me, I go open my mouth. I don't quarrel. So as I'm on floating loss, I'm here. Acro has refused to go up. It will come back. As I'm floating here and here. This has not prevented my income from growing. Because there are these guys who have more money than me. They have more capital. They have put their trades on an automation. They are making money on when they make, I earn something. That's why me, I wonder. People who say, I will not share Royalq until all of my coins sell. It's up to you. Me, when I set my coin, I go speak to another person who might have more capital than me. They go, they automate their robot, they enjoy. As they enjoy, I'm also enjoying. They enjoy, I'm also enjoying. They enjoy as I enjoy. They enjoy as I enjoy. If I don't have more money to open margin calls, me, I go open my mouth. Some people, I tell them Royalq and they abuse me. Does that prevent me from getting my $235 today? I take it. It doesn't. So when someone says, I'm not interested, take away your business, it's okay, my brother. No big deal. Nice time. Next. I don't care. But Royalq is a good business. Hey, it is a good business. Yeah. If you don't have enough capital, share the opportunity. Grow your capital slowly. Sorry, boss. Have you answered my question, please? Start with the low first buying amount. Yeah, by the way, if you open margin calls, Acro will do well. But yesterday Acro sold. But what is the fact? I didn't open margin. I think I entered at a very high pace. I entered so high. I didn't check out my trade. Please start with a little amount. Don't start with high amount. I hope I've tried my best today. I wish you a perfect day. Too much of anything is bad. If I made some sense to you, you could type yes in the chat. If I've tried to make some sense to you, you could type yes in the chat. Good. Okay, so, all right, this is recorded. If you still have questions about it, you can visit our YouTube channel, Crypto Ambassadors. Watch it again. Understand your success is your personal decision, right? It's personal decision. I just promise that we shall give you signals. Yes. Yeah, we shall give you signals all the time. Coins we feel we do well. I think we only have 2 coins. We have 1 coin that is still stuck, LTC. We have LTC for those that are floating. And which other coin? I think Link has sold. And I think also MDX has sold. Since we started, I think we have over 35. Nogala is not from us. Atom is out. If your Atom is not out, you don't have right settings. But don't worry, it will. No, Acro is not from us. Okay, it's not from the challenge. Haba is not from the challenge. OST, I think you're right. Yeah, sure. IOST coin, I think it's from us. I think around 2 coins have not yet delivered from over 35 coins. Now, this is the challenge. Even if you give people 35 coins and only 2 don't sell, they will deal with you. Don't joke with people. Someone else has been trading over 30 coins in profit. I'm out. When they trade 2 coins and they don't get out, they will look for you. So when you are dealing with people, don't be emotional. Understand them. All right. They sell, they make profit, but if they get 2 coins that don't sell, you understand how tough they are, right? But basically, I believe Link has sold. Yes, Link has sold. Yes, Link has sold. I believe Link has sold. We only have IOST, I think, and LTC. The rest of the coins, you picked them from our crypto ambassador groups, right? But for the challenge, I think if I look at my list here, LTC and IOST. Those that have not sold the Atom, check your settings. Check your settings. Does take profit depend on capital? No, the take profit is the same. But if you have good capital, when the market drops, you buy more. If you are buying with double, it moves the average price closer to the current price, which makes you to get out of the market faster. That's why I was saying that if you have $100, I thought about it yesterday night. You know, I think a lot in 2 times. This I think a lot 2 times. I think so much when I'm bathing. Good knowledge comes to me when I'm bathing or when I go for a long call. 2 areas. My brain works so much, I don't know in those 2 places. So yesterday, when I was in one of those 2 places, I thought about that strategy. You also go and check yourself. When do good points come into your mind? And don't take them light. Go and take action about them. Those 2 areas, my brain works very well. Okay. My brain works very well in those 2 areas. I think a lot. So yesterday, when I was just there, the idea came. So I've taught it to you. Double up so that you can get out of trades fast. I'm not the one who gave Acro. Those signals, those signals that we sent in crypto ambassadors. Those ones I can even go now and find one, but I consider the challenge. All right, make sure you compound your money, be resilient, and keep going. All right. I wish you the best. Allow me go and activate these two guys. Okay. You know, when I activate someone, I make $65, right? So I'm gonna collect $130 from these two activations now. So I wish you all the best. My goal is to grow capital as they learn. I wish you all the best. God bless you. It's up to you if you decide to share, but someone's hand is refused up. I don't know. Yes, Mama. How are you?
I'm good, thank you. How are you?
I'm fine.
I need to ask a quick question to do with when you sent MDX, I had the money in UB. So I noticed that I quickly traded as soon as you sent it, but the price in UB was way lower than the price in Binance. So I just used the market price. Now, when you send those signals, are they specific to Binance, or we can also trade from UB? Because it's like you're saying MDX has been sold, others have sold, but in UB, I've done double up, I'm floating still.
Okay, you see now, the factors of how the exchanges sell depend on two factors. One, volume, right? Some exchanges have a bigger volume than others, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's why there is something they call arbitrage trading. The prices in Binance may not be the same price in Hobby. But when we send a signal and you see it is lower, you can always trade. Just patience. I think MDX will get up and you will be able to win.
Okay. Thank you. That helps me. Yeah.
Sure. I hope it will. Binance has more volume, more trading volume than MDX, than Hobby.
Yeah.
The people who invest money in Binance are more than the people who invest money in Hobby. So that causes the difference in the volatility of the coin in the exchanger. But basically, you will win.
All right.
As long as you look at the signal, you look at the price given, and if that price is lower than the price in your exchanger, you go on and trade.
That's what I did.
Exactly. Thank you.
Okay. I know you also talked about, you said you did not give lead, is it Lit and Gala? But is there hope? Do you think they will pump anytime soon? I know you don't control the market, but when you look at them, what's your gut feel? Because I'm floating in those two.
Which one?
Gala and Lit. LIT.
Gala is is a seasonal coin. There's some good side. Where do you see it here? There's a sideway market here. Do you see it? In decision areas, do you see this market? It's like, let me draw. If I pick this single, now this one has color. Don't worry. I'm gonna just clear. Hey, I've just drawn this triangle. You see, this is a sideway market. It is this is 1 hour. It's not showing whether it's going up or going down. You see that?
Yes.
So you might be delayed there. You might be delayed there a little bit. But it has a strong support. Once it will pump up, I believe. It will pump up. It's not dipping so much. It is just stuck there. Let me use one down, I see. You see, there is a strong support. but it has not yet touched for some good days. So many days 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 days. I believe it will be able to pump up. And when it pumps up, it will be targeting the swing high, which is around here, which is 0.6243. What is your current price? What is your average price?
Let me check quickly. On Gala, my average price is 0.04872.
0.04. As soon you'll be out. I believe if there happens some good momentum that closes above 4.8 something, right? So you need to close above this second resistance area, this one. It is achievable than this. You will. If as long as there is some good momentum that comes up, let me press in the Fibonacci. And you see. You see, it has been stuck here on the zero line, all right? This is achievable. Your scenario is achievable. It will move from here, touch here. If it moves from here to 38.2 again, all right, you are out. It is achievable.
Should I lower the take profit or leave it at 3%?
You can lower so that you get out faster.
Okay. So I'll hang in there, and I've lit as well. So I'll just.
They will sell. Litecoin is not doing well currently, but if Bitcoin is able to, today is Friday, Monday or Tuesday next week. Can I give you this? Okay. Let me give you this. There is this thing. I used it to give it, but I hope you remember. You remember nomics.com?
Yes.
You have been here for some time. If you are not good at, let me check up here with my other phone. You remember nomics.com is very good at, it's not accurate, but it's good at prediction, right? Do you remember using it? Do you remember learning it and using it?
Yes, the 7-day prediction and all that. I can go back to it and look. Yeah.
Sure. Go and see the prediction of what do they are not accurate, but sometimes their predictions work out. So let me look for you, Litecoin. Those that don't know about this, I think I will do lot of messages. Okay, let me look at Lit for you. Let us look at its prediction days. Let's see. I don't know, these guys have, they're not giving the prediction, they are locking it. I think I need to take off some, but the challenge is that if I go out of here, I'm going to get occupied. But I know you know how to.
Yeah, don't you? I'll check it. I'll check in Nomics.
Yeah, you can check out and get the prediction of those coins and see when do they think those prices will get high at your average price, right? Those that don't know about Nomics, please don't get headache. I think I will find a way of delivering that information to you. Learning is a process, it's not one thing that you learn all at once, because someone may get out of this Zoom. I don't know Nomics. I want to know Nomics. Please Nomics me. Please, please, please don't create pressure. Learning is a process, right? You can't learn everything in one day. Accept what you have learned today and be patient. Simple. I beg. Let us
Thank
end
you
here, ladies and
very much.
gentlemen. Thank you
Thank
too,
you
Mama.
very much.
Thank you too, Mama. Let me wish you the best. Allow me call it a day. And happy to see you, Mr. Mugenyi. Mr. Mugenyi, I think has not yet activated his robot, but he's trying to learn a lot of stuff here and there. That when he starts, maybe he can make good money. Bye, everybody. See you. Please share the link. Okay, I'll do.